Hello, everyone. I am meteorologist Hutch Johnson joining you. We do have some active weather making its way through central and eastern Minnesota. We're going to go over the radar on that. We have an impact to the metro area of the Twin Cities, where the Golden Gophers are getting ready to kick off the big season. Game delayed. More details on an active tornado warning and a confirmed tornado report from the area as well. It all starts right now. Let's get to the latest on the latest radar. Here is a look. These storms, a couple of which are south of Bemidji and the Hubbard County area, making their way through. This backward C shape here is kind of what we would call a bow shape. It's a backward C that's caused by the windy thunderstorms here, accelerating these storms in this direction. Gusty straight line winds will be the main problem here, but along that leading edge, we can get what are called QLCS, quasi-linear convective tornadoes out of these systems here. So that could be going on right now in the Twin Cities. We have a confirmed tornado as well. Let's get right down to the latest on that. Now, as we zoom in just a little bit closer, again, if you've never seen Hutch Johnson before, please drop a comment. Let me know where you're watching from. If you have a question, I'll do my best to see it and answer it in real time. Here we go. Let's go into the storm here on the Wisconsin state line. It's moving through the northern part of the metro, and there was that confirmed tornado where you see a little red icon there just to the south of the Cambridge area and just off to the east of Isanti. The last time I did an update, that's where that storm was. Now, as we take a look at that tornado report, let's go ahead and query that. That tornado report right here, 4 miles east of Isanti. It was a tornado. No magnitude can be assigned at this time. It's too early for that. This was reported by law enforcement, and they confirmed a touchdown. It has since lifted as it works its way to the north and east, but the storm continues to show signs of spin and is moving towards that Rush City area. Let's go in a little bit closer. Number one, you see this backward C shape. Many along this bowing area, or a bow echo, are going to see gusty winds in the direction the bow is pointing or pulling. Bow and arrow. So the wind is coming from Branch and Harrison, heading in the general direction of you folks in Grantsburg on the Wisconsin side. Now, that's number one. Along that leading edge, we could have some spin. Let's look at what the radar is telling Hutch right now as we look at the base reflectivity. Is there any rotation showing up there? I'm not seeing a lot. Let's go ahead and take a look at the storm relative velocity. We're going to take out the motion of the storm, and there it is, the reds and the greens. So if we're looking at straight velocity products, it's a little bit difficult to see. This tornado, Doppler indicated tornado, is now not far from Rush City, just off to the north and east. How far is that as the crow flies? Let's go ahead and take a look at that line and see. Measuring from the Rush City area, on towards the rotating couplet or area of the storm is only 5.4 miles. Just off to the east-northeast of Rush City, basically right near the state line right now, crossing right into Wisconsin. So that's where the Doppler indicated rotation is. You can see that the tornado warning was allowed to expire just as we're talking about it, but there's still some tight rotation with that particular storm. Severe thunderstorm warning here in the Luck area as we look into the St. Croix Falls area as well on the Wisconsin side of the river for this line of storms blowing its way towards places like Milltown and Luck and Spooner. Here's a look at the ETAs on when these storms will arrive in different places. Now let's talk about the Twin Cities, and let's turn this back to the regular view of reflectivity that you'd be used to seeing and get down to the south just a pinch. Now what you're going to look at here is the entire metro area seeing a huge line of storms from Forest Lake through the eastern side of the metro area, North St. Paul, Woodbury. Here on the south side is where we have the largest hail potential, but notice a very large thunderstorm warned area is in effect right now. And let's get you the latest on that. So I'm going to turn off the line here. Let's go ahead and look at the thunderstorm warning is in effect until 5:15, your current time 1 minute. So it's going to be moving over here very shortly. The main risk with this line of storms, 60-mile-per-hour winds. Some spots could see some 3/4 inch diameter hail. The south side of the storm there, that is where the best chance of that hail stuff will be. Sunfish towards Cottage Grove, Sunfish Lake, I should say, Woodbury. These individual cells are moving off to the north and east, and their movement is generally at about 30 to 40 miles per hour. This whole line of storms is moving due east and crossing toward Hudson and Stillwater at this time. Now, the impact of this storm right in the Twin Cities area is causing the delay of the Gophers game until 8 o'clock is what I'm told, but there is some more weather on the way, although this is the main event making its way through the Twin Cities. Minneapolis and St. Paul and the whole metro area right now. So let's go ahead and zoom out just a little bit and see. We'll see if a new warning is issued. It does look like we're not hearing anything from Chanhassen, so they have not reissued a warning as this storm moves off east of Egan, right over the airport, heading out of the metro area. Down to the south, though, near the Faribault area and heading up towards Owatonna, we have a line of storms. This also has this backward C shape to it. That's moving towards Owatonna right now. Gusts upwards of 55 miles per hour, and there is a little bit of a hail core with that in the pink that you see right there. Now, if we watch the loop of this radar data, here is why we may see some more shower activity pushing into Minneapolis, St. Paul. See the direction of movement of this rain shield? It's not severe. This is just garden variety, moderate to heavy rain showers that will be pushing in to the 494 corridor and the western reaches of the metro area, including Chanhassen on out towards the eastern metro area. There is a new warning issued now, as you see, from the storms on the northern flank right out here. So no tornado warning for that has continued, but a severe thunderstorm warning replaces the tornado warning on the north metro area from that previously observed tornado. There are some rainfall reports here I can pass along to you. These little blue boxes that you're seeing here, indicative of wind gust reports. There's some thunderstorm wind damage here. Photo reported, let's see, via X, large trees uprooted near Highway 10. That's out there in the area on the west side of the metro area near Blaine as you come into the cities from the north side. Also on the north side, 1 mile south-southwest of Bethel in Anoka County, we do have numerous large trees down, overturned truck camper blocking the road near intersection of 229th Avenue and Hawley. And essentially that's from the storm, the windy storm that made its way through the northern part of the metro. So a lot of wind damage reports out there as the storm made its way through the Minneapolis area. So again, once again, the impacts of this weather, game delayed. We do have some more thunder, shower, and rain activity that will be moving through, the strongest of which is out of the area. But as we take a look, this general movement is to the north and east. So we could have, well, a few hours of some rainy weather. We can play football in rain, right? But it's the thunder, the lightning, and the severe weather we want to avoid being out in. So we'll keep you updated right here. You're watching Hutch's Weather. Let me see if I do have any questions in the meantime as I take a bigger look at the region. I'd be happy to answer your questions. Let's go ahead and erase the telestrator. Boom, Shaka and Laka, and let's get over here. Now out near Bemidji and Walker, we do have some strong storms moving out of the Park Rapids area, heading in that general direction of the big Leech Lake area. That's a stout thunderstorm. It's not severe. There could be some hail with it moving out over the western shores. This is one that you'll want to get out of the campers and ride out in a more sturdy structure. And at the very least, I say that because the winds with this could cause some tree branches and things like that to be blown over. 50+ mile per hour winds will be possible from that little line of storms moving north of Hackensack right now. Checking out for any comments or questions right here on Hutch's Weather. You're watching. Thanks for very much for all of your input. If you have a severe weather report, it really helps all of us make sure that we can let people know what these storms are doing. So if you have a report, you can go to hutchesweather.com. Hutchesweather.com will have the latest on what you can see there. I do see it. We have a couple of questions. How far from the state fair? Well, Darla, it's a great question. Let's get back to the radar and we'll zoom this down toward the Twin Cities. So the state fair in the Minneapolis area down here. Okay, boom. Let's see. I'm going too far south. And the fairgrounds being right over here on 52, right? So there's Roseville. Here's the fairgrounds right here. So it's kind of splitting the fairgrounds. We got one moving north of Mendota that's going to cross very close to that area where the state fairgrounds are out there right now. So the main event has moved east of the fairgrounds now, but we'll have passing showers, maybe even a few rumbles of thunder, maybe briefly heavy rainfall as well, making its way back into the area as we go through, but a little break going on there for the state fair area right now. That's one question. Let's see if we got any more. Hi, Brenda. Good to have you on board. Sherry, thanks for your stars very, very much. Head start for the state fair. Thank you for helping me keep my family in central and east central Minnesota safe. Gosh, Jerry, thank you. I appreciate what I do. Give us better weather coverage than the Twin Cities. Thank you. I'm very humbled and honored to answer your questions and interact with you on Hutch's Weather. It's what makes it great. I've been, if you are not familiar with me, I've been broadcasting for the better part of 27 years, starting out my career in research meteorology in Boulder, Colorado at the NOAA laboratories there. Gone on to teach college-level meteorology classes, 17 of the last 30 years. It's been a lot of fun, and I sure like talking about the weather, so thank you very much. If you like the videos that you saw here today, please throw a like up there. I'm going going to check my YouTube channel here and see if there's any questions on the stream there. And again, Sean saying the storm hit me and it's raining hard. Sean, let me know where you're watching from. Anybody on the YouTube channel, thanks so very much for watching. I would love to have you follow me on the YouTube channel. And also, click that subscribe button on YouTube, and you can subscribe to me there. Also, if you're followers of Hutch and you want to find the weather anytime, no matter where you are, I've got a brand spanking new website. I'm going to take you to that right now, Hutch's Weather. Hutchesweather.com. Hutchesweather.com right here at the top of the page. If I'm going live like I am right now, you're going to see a live notification at the top of the page. So you will not miss a thing on Hutchesweather.com. Also, you can enter here in this box to get emails from me. I do not abuse this. I only send emails out when I really think I need to get it out. I think I've sent 3 or so out in the last month or so. It's not something I overuse, and I will not sell your email information. There's a look at the interactive radar storms moving through the Twin Cities right now. Down below, you can see the video section where my latest videos are all posted for you, including this update on the Gopher game, including the NDSU Bison game day forecast. Get the latest right there on Hutchesweather.com. You can see a number of other updates. Down at the bottom, though, is where you can interact on Hutch's Weather by uploading your photos, your reports of severe weather. You help Hutch cover the weather no matter where you are. So thanks to all of you who have participated. For now, I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson. If storms approach your area into Wisconsin, they could be severe tonight. Wind is going to be the #1 threat. Isolated tornadoes will be a possibility, and that wind causing some damage in the northern metro area of the Twin Cities, Minneapolis and St. Paul. Until next time, stay tuned, and as always, please stay safe.